we're going to have a look at keeping the club on line, making sure you get the centred strike, and making sure you hit the ball first. Hi golfers, welcome to Andy Cheese Golf. So we're out here at Ultimate Golf today. We're going to work on some short game, and we're going to look at chipping and how you can control your chips consistently to help you save shots on the course. So chipping consistently is about controlling the low point, making sure you're hitting the ball first, not the ground or not halfway up the ball, and making sure you keep the club on line so that you can start the ball on line and you don't have any manipulation during the swing. So because obviously a chip shot is quite a short shot, if the club is offline, especially during the takeaway, you're going to work hard to actually get the ball anywhere near where you want to go. So today we're going to have a look at keeping the club on line, making sure you get the centred strike, and making sure you hit the ball first. So I've got two alignment sticks here. You can use a club and an alignment stick, but we're going to put one down where we're aiming to match up with our ball to target line. So when you set up, we're going to get set up to the ball as so. So once we've got set up to the target and we know where we're aiming, to practice right, we need another alignment stick. So we're going to put this alignment stick and run it down the shaft. This is going to be a drill. You're not going to hit shots too much from this angle, more so the drill. So once we've aligned this with the shaft, we're going to get set up to the ball. And then from there, as we take it back, obviously we want to keep that club on line as long as we can. So we want to keep that club going back, and ideally this club shaft and the alignment stick I've got here are going to point and match my target line. And then they're going to point at the target, and that's going to keep the club on plane and on line for you. And you've got more chance then of hitting the centre of the club. So where a lot of people go wrong with the chipping is taking the club back offline, and because of that offline is such a short swing, then you're going to have to compensate in some way to get a good shot. So if you're taking the club back and it goes too far inside and you use the hands too much and the hands start rolling, you'll see the club shaft now is pointing way to the right of target. So for you obviously to get that back down into the ball, you've got to do something that's not natural with your hands to get that club towards the ball. And more often than not, you're going to get fat shots, you're going to get thin shots. But even if you do get a good strike, which is hit and miss, you're actually not going to struggle to control the distance, but also the line it's going. So we're going to get set up to the ball. And if you're taking it back this way, we know then we've got to manipulate the club into the ball. If you're then taking it back the opposite way, that goes across and outside the line, and this shaft now is pointing way to the left of target, that's going to get really steep. So you can see how that club comes off the ground quite quickly, and there that strike down on the ball is going to be too steep. As a result of that, you've got to have to be really precise to just get the strike and not fat the shot. So quite often somebody that takes the club outside the line on the way back and the shaft points left of target is going to have to compensate somehow to get that club back on the ball and get the strike they want. So quite often you'll see people backing up and their weight moving onto the right foot to try and shallow the club out to try and get that strike. And then from there, because they're moving back with the weight, their strike is very inconsistent. So what we're looking to do, and this is going to be a good drill to improve your chipping, we want to move back, we want to keep that club going straight back, and now we want to point this club shaft straight down the target line. From there, we're going to work into the ball with a little bit of body turn, and as you come through and finish, you'll see my belly button is going to point towards the target. So if I'm going at you now, we're going to set up, I'm going to turn back, pointing at the target, and I'm going to turn the belly button through to finish. Okay, so let's give this a go. And with the alignment stick up the shaft, this is also going to help you with your body rotation. Because if you're coming down and you don't rotate your body and you just use your hands, you're actually going to hit yourself in the side. So what we're looking to do with this drill, we're matching this club and shaft together, we're working back, then we're going to turn through so that we don't flick the wrists. So it's going to look, again, set up, we're going to go back square and turn through. So you can see there, I hit a nice shot, I kept it on line, it actually just lipped out, but if you can get that club on line on the way back, you're going to turn through better, but you're going to get the club out the centre, get the ball out the centre of the club, and get the ball on line. So guys, get working on your chipping, work on that plane, make sure you're getting the strike and you're turning through to shallow the strike out so that you don't hit the ground first or the top of the ball, and that's going to definitely lower your scores. So if this video is going to help you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below for more videos and tips to improve your game.